Next, let's look at my no, not antelope. These are my Lautoria types. Lautoria type dendrobiums kind of have somewhat of a unique cane growth or pseudobulb growth compared to Dendrobium phalaenopsis. So you kind of see that classic really tall cane of the phalaenopsis dendrobium. These grow kind of a little bit more bulbous right here, not so straight canes. So, and then they get spindly way at the base. You see that, how they get real thin at the base? So that's one way you can kind of identify them. Although I've got a hybrid here that I wasn't sure. I had to look it up to see what it was. But anyway, this little one in front, which again, super attacked by spider mites, I've had it for about 2 years, is Dendrobium aberrans. It's bloomed for me a few times. It's actually a species. And once I get some green root nubbins, I am repotting it into self-watering. And I grow these right here inside and these two outside. So just keep that in mind if you're interested to know where I'm growing them. The next one is Dendrobium alexandre, and this looks a lot like Dendrobium spectabile, which is a really common, popular Lautoria type dendrobium. The spectabile flower, it grows and blooms. It's all twisty and really, really unique looking, very pretty in its form. And this also does the real twisted curly petals and sepals. This one I've had for about close to a year, so it is also newer, but the spider mites were like, hey, I really like this one too. So the newer growths have been suffering especially, although this new leaf in the new growth is doing better. So once I see some new root tips, I've got a new growth right here. There's probably some, oh, there's a green root tip right there above the bark. So this is going to go into self-watering. Next one here is Dendrobium microtrip, which is a cross of this little guy here, aberrans, and Norman Biense. This one has also been struggling, and I lost, so let's see here, look how bad this looks, this poor thing. So I lost a new growth right here. It just dried off and died. But now I've got this another new growth right there next to my finger. Oh, and I got green root tips. So I am going to repot this one into self-watering. Hopefully it will support that new growth and I can get this one to rally back. Back here, these two that grow outside, I have noticed that they do not get attacked by spider mites like the ones I have growing in my back grow room. Big difference. Like, so eventually I might figure out how to move a lot of these outdoors. I don't think the Denphals can handle the cold in the winter, but all of these might end up outdoors. We'll see with time. But this one is Den Little Atro. And I repotted this one. I've had this one for, I got both of these at the same time. I've had these close to a year and a half, I think it is now. So I've got Den Little Atro. I've got a new growth. I repotted this in spring, last spring. It's been doing good. It's never bloomed for me, but maybe soon. And then I also have Chocolate Chip, which is microchip. You'll see a lot of that Norman Biense in the crosses here. And I have a microchip. This is microchip and Norman Biense, which is chocolate chip. I have microchip right here. So we got some crosses here from the other ones. So this one bloomed for me. You can see the spent flower spikes. I'll try to insert some pictures. There's maybe a little bit of spider mite or possible thrip. Never see the little buggers. I see the webbing sometime when it's spider mites, but and it's also starting a new growth, I believe. Well, I can't see it right now, but It grew 2 new growths and those bloomed, and I'm looking forward to hopefully it continue to do well and continue to bloom for me. The next one is called Den Firewings. I just recently introduced you guys to this one. This I got in, or it's featured in a haul video from the most recent, it was the October San Diego County Orchid Society sale and show that they have at Balboa Park. And this is a hybrid version of Lautoria types. And here's a picture. Pretty flower. Last but not least, the most straggly looking one I really struggled with. This is called Nano Chip. And it bloomed for me. It came in a specimen size plant. Actually, it was discounted, and it was such a mess, and it just started dying off right away. So I tried to unpot it. It was vicious. It was a vicious unpotting. And I ended up with 2 sections of the plant, and it has been slowly dying off ever since. I've got 1 leaf left, 1 green cane. When it flowered for me a few times, the flowers are absolutely adorable, itty bitty, but adorable, fragrant. I hope this might come back, but it's almost done. But that's what I have for Lautorias. I just want to say thank you again if you've been watching me trying to introduce as best I can all the Dendrobiums I have in my collection. I have many, and it's such a diverse genre. If you watched the first video, which focused on my Dendrobium phalaenopsis, and now the second one, which focuses on my Dendrobium Lautoria types. Again, thank you. If you have questions for me, please put them in the comments. Give the videos thumbs up. It's always helpful feedback. I have 2 other types that will have 2 videos following shortly, so thanks for watching.